Right, so here I'm mirroring my actual phone. So I'm going to run this app for the first time. Right, there's my app now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a picture, but you won't see the mouse moving. So I'm hitting the snap button, which is going to take a photo. Now it's asking me now for permission to use the camera. So I'm going to say while using the app. So I'm going to hit that and I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to say OK. And that picture is brought into my app. Now the next time I'm going to hit snap again this time, right? And first of all, I'm going to change out my glasses and put in my remote control. I'm going to hit snap again. And you notice that this time it didn't ask me for the permission. And I'm going to click my button here and hit OK. And that's gone back into the app. Okay, so how did I do all of that? Well, there's my setup. I have an image there and I have my snap button and I have it rigged up. And one is BTU take photo and the other one is image view, the IDs. Okay, so this code looks more complicated than it is. It's actually you have to do only tiny changes to get it to work, but it runs all like this. But basically, anyway, I find my image view and I find my button. When I press the button, the first time, okay, sorry, I should stress that in the Android manifest file, I have 3 permissions here that I've added. I don't necessarily use them all, but if you wanted to explore the camera further, you might need these permissions. But anyway, it's best to put them in. So they have to be there anyways. Then when I click my button, what happens is the first time the app is run, it checks to see if it's what they call runtime permission. So not only do you have to have it in the manifest file, you must also consent to it physically by saying yes or no, as you saw in the video. So the first time it does it, right, it actually goes down to this guy down here. And if I say yes, all is good, it actually calls the take photo, which is this here. Okay, now you can just have this code in and manipulate it afterwards. So once it calls this, it's actually calling this or initializing this. And the only thing that really you're adding is your image view, or my image view in that case. Okay. And then the next time I press the button, it actually knows that permission is given. So it goes into the else statement, calls the take photo, and the take photo comes back in here, calls the camera launcher. The camera launcher comes in here and grabs everything and pulls back the image taken into the image view. Now, that's me explaining it extremely lightly. There's a couple of things involved, like there's a hard-coded permission code, and also you need this activity result launcher, which is actually related to this camera launcher. Okay, but anyway, you could just copy all that code, and the only thing you'd have to watch is what's the name of your button, what's the name of your image view, and just basically change that line, and it would put the picture back into your image view on your app. Okay, so that's the camera. Now there's an awful lot more you can do with the camera. I find it really a really good exercise to play with that, but for now, that's just the basics.